Look, it's Exo. It's little Exo. Oh, isn't he so cute? Oh. So I'm thinking I'm just gonna call this series the Rooftop Collection or something. Because I'm always out here talking to the camera on the rooftop. So, you know, kind of makes sense and all. But yeah, what's up, guys? Sorry if my voice is a little fucked. I don't know, I think I'm sick or something stupid like that. But, yeah, so I have not been vlogging enough at all. I'm still trying to get back in the rhythm of school and everything. It's pretty abusive, actually, the rhythm of school. But I want to be vlogging more, so I'm trying to get my ass doing this, because this is probably the best way that I can help maybe make some sort of difference. So, yeah, I'm trying to get my ass doing this more. So, yeah, it's probably going to start raining on me. But I wanted to get a chance to explain or talk about my latest trip, which I did last weekend, which was a couple days ago. I tripped on shrooms. It was crazy. It was fucking crazy. So, you know, I ate maybe like 3 grams. And, you know, just the usual come up, you know, you're like kind of antsy and stuff. You're like, you feel like something big is gonna come, you know. And, whatevs. And it wasn't really hitting me. Like, the stuff I got right now isn't the best, so it wasn't that. Just enhanced auras around everything. But, like, if I didn't know how to see energies, then I'd hardly be tripping. Because, like, no walls were moving or anything like that. But whatever, so I smoked some wax, I did a dab, and all I needed was one, and after that the real trip started. And that's when, like, the ego death and everything started kicking in. And I haven't experienced ego death on shrooms in a while. And the last time I did, I lost my shit. So, it's a big fucking deal, because on shrooms you can feel everything. You can feel it. On acid, breaking through, it's like the easier way to do it almost. Because you can't really feel it until you smoke. But still then you can't feel it anything compared to shrooms. So it was pretty intense shit. It was amazing, actually. The clearest thing that I remember was just, you know, because you look for the light, you follow the light, that's what you do, and the light is organizing the energy in a way that you understand it, so in geometric shapes and shit like that. So you look for symbols or light, and so I'm following the light, you know, and all around the light, one of my guides, she picks up the light that I'm holding, and she shoots. She goes up, and there's everyone, you know, everyone's there, and she's like, "Yo, look who it is! It's Evan. He's here," you know, and she's carrying me the little bit of light that I'm focusing on through everyone. Everyone's giving the little bit of light a high five as it goes by, and everyone's there, you know. Fucking welcome back home, you know, everything is fucking great. And we floated up for a while, and then I think we turned, they started whipping on the light that I was holding, and we started making something out of that. But most of the trip was really trying to explain things to myself that I already knew, that reality is what we make it, that everything is perspective, you know. These are things that I already knew from other past ego deaths, except I'd kind of forgotten. Like, it wasn't my present moments at the time, so I'm kind of annoyed at myself that it took me that long to understand that, again, re-understand it. But and experiencing that on shrooms again was a bigger deal, so, you know. But also I had like a lot of personal stuff that was blocking me from really breaking through, so I had to face that stuff, you know, and of course I didn't want to. And really that's just me being lazy. I haven't been on top of my shit lately, haven't been meditating enough, haven't been vlogging enough, you know, that type of stuff. So I gotta start doing that more enough. So the next trip I have, you know, I can completely accept myself and love myself, because, you know, I'm tripping balls and all I see is my room and then a layover of just faces and hands and spirits everywhere in my room, you know. So I'm in between two different realities at this point, and I'm trying to face myself, you know, to experience a real ego death and to feel their presence and everything, you know. And you know, there's something about myself that I'm avoiding that I don't want to face. And that's pretty much what I was doing, and you can't ignore it, because when you're on shrooms, your ego goes away, and then you realize that everything is you. Existence is you. Everything that you look at is you. So it's like, if you don't like yourself, then you don't like existence. That's why everything is about self-love. That's why everything is only possible through self-love. But some of the dope things that I more realized this trip, or got more in depth with, were how, yeah, reality is literally you, and how the 3D world is like consciousness trying to explain consciousness to itself. It's like, so we started in the first dimension where we're just info, we're just thought, and then that thought created, you know, the second dimension, and then from there we created the third dimension where we are right now. And in the third dimension we can arrange ourselves in this body in a way that where we can question ourselves, and that's when consciousness starts remembering what it really is, and that is love. Or the one soul, you know. And the only reason why I see all of this is because I believed in myself to create it. I loved myself enough to make this. So it's like everything is only possible through loving yourself. Reality is only possible because you believed that you could create this. And that's what you did. You created this, and now it's believing in yourself to build more and everything. So I need to love myself truly next time I trip, you know, so I can move on, because I was just kind of stuck there. And I don't know, yo. Next time I trip, I'm trying to fucking astral travel or some shit, like. I mean, I guess I kind of was, but I don't know, I'm trying to really, like, just have the next trip be, like, crazy, like, make a big step forward. So I'm trying to get all my shit figured out, be completely content with my reality, which is really hard when I'm in school and transitioning from not being in school. And just being in a city just sucks. I miss nature and everything. And it's really had me questioning school and shit, but because I could be doing probably more help back home, because people back home just know what I'm saying more, which makes sense because I grew up there, so they're thinking more of my own thoughts because we're all connected. But I don't know. It was crazy though, like on the shrooms, like you can feel the whip everywhere, and the whip is the constant flow of energy that you are, and it's always whipping around you, and you can feel it just straight up against your skin, your aura, just tingling in certain spots, and like just whipping. And I was just whipping around in my room, just it's like kneading dough almost. What they do, they just knead the energy, and that's what they were doing. But it's also kind of like a dance almost. So I was just kind of like whipping around my room, going with this energy, and it just feels amazing. It's like you really create your reality and everything. So my neighbors are pulling out. They're gonna be like, "The fuck this bitch doing up on the roof?" Videotaping himself and shit. Oh no, he didn't even notice. Clutch. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, it's so overexposed. Never mind. But beautiful clouds. Beautiful clouds. So it was awesome. I had a really good time just whipping, and it was good. Like I held my shit together, you know, the whole time. Like certain points, you know, I could have easily, because like what they do is they're giving you the big picture of all of reality, not just your closed-minded view of what I got right now. So they whip you out your consciousness to where, to get the big picture where energy is a lot looser, and what you are is energy. You are, you know, you are thought, and thoughts are energy. So it's like where energy is much looser, whatever thought you pick up, that will become real. It will become what you see, what you experience, because the energy is much more malleable there. It's just whipping, you know? So whatever you think will become. So you have to like hold yourself to not just let your mind go and to create whatever the fuck, because you are literally starting from scratch again, and it's realizing consciousness all over again. So you have the blank slate, which I created this out of over time, but you know, so yeah, so you know, my thoughts, you have to hold yourself in the present moment, and that's how you don't have all this energy just take you over and put you down whatever you're thinking and have that be real, you know. That's how you get stuck in a bad trip. It's just your mind going wherever it's going. So you have to quiet it and focus on the present moment to observe the energy, but to not become a part of it in a way. But yeah. So I mean, yeah, it's all about self-love, and then through self-love you can make whatever you want. And I mean, obviously I need to work on myself, you know, and our culture doesn't give us any time to work on ourselves, you know. We just have to work to get money to survive, and I mean, other people are working to get food to survive, so everyone's doing it. But I could use an entire lifetime to think of what I've experienced last weekend on shrooms and to make sense of it, you know. An entire lifetime just to make sense of one trip and maybe make sense of it, but we're not given any time. But it's chill, you know. I'm really lucky to be where I am, so I'm grateful. Yeah, so I don't know. I'm getting better at channeling, just feeling my guides all the time around. Yeah, I think I already talked about that. Once you understand, you see how evil the world is. But that's only perspective, you know. It is an evil place, but also it's a beautiful place, and there's good and there's love here too. So it's just what you focus on. It's like once you understand how important the balance is of everything, it's like how could you even think of insulting another one of your kind, and then let alone hurt another one of your kind, let alone kill another one of your kind, you know? So it's like things like war and things are just so horrible and not necessary. And you pity the ones that cause it, because they're going to have a lot of shit to face when they die. But I mean, it's like, I am them too. Like, I have to face the mistakes that they did. Like, the Holocaust is my mistake too. Dropping those bombs, Hiroshima, like, that's my fault too. Because you're everything. the world is fucked up just because of one viewpoint you have on yourself. It's because you don't love yourself enough, so you don't love everyone around you, so you create fuck shit. And I created all this, so I knew I fucked up somehow in a past life. Or something, I don't know how it works. Yeah, I don't know, I'm very adamant, I'm very focused on just going to the next level. And really, I should try to be enjoying this more, too. But yeah, so just keep whipping, you know? Always just keep whipping. And fucking love yourself, you know? Fucking all that good shit, you know? All that good shit. Yeah, so I guess that's everything. Yeah, I'm sure I'll be back soon. And yeah, keep it whipping, keep strong, get shit done, hustle, always strive and prosper. And yeah, fuck yeah. Peace out, y'all.